Welcome to Excellence in Excel, and in this video we're going to answer our question here, that was a challenging question from the previous video. Which age bracket and gender eats the most fruits on average? So what we need to do now is we need to start to figure out the answer here of this question. And the question is simple. We know now that the female is we know now that the age of 65 and 74 is eating the most fruits. And if you really look at the numbers, it will be a little bit weird because the value is based on one respondent, which it's not really representative, to be honest. So this is of course very fictional and this doesn't make any sense. Based on one answer, everything can change. So this does not make any sense, and this should not even be considered a serious answer normally. However, in this case, this is just practice. I'm trying to train you to give you some more understanding. So what do we need to do? Well, very simple. We need to start to work with the gender. And let's look here, and we have the count of the genders. We count the genders, but we need to split up these genders now. So what we're going to do is, let's start to check here if we can find our average based on this. So you can see if this is really bothering you for your view, what you can do is you can click this away, and then what you can do here, when you click on pivot table analyze, you can always click here on the viewed list, so it will always show you if ever you need it. So let's look here. If we get everything what we need, then maybe we need to do this even better, but we can start working with this. So let's see here, we have the count of the genders. And then what we need to do is we need to count not only the gender, but we need to know the average of fruits of the right gender. So the question is here, how are we going to work with this? So right now what we have here does not work. Of course, you can see it's very hard to read. So we're going to move it in here, and let's see if we can get now our gender information. And now you can see we're moving the rows here. So this is really what you have to do. You have to play around. It's here, or maybe on here you can do as well. Probably you can, this is even easier. So we just say, let's select not only the male. Oh, the male, yes, or female right now, and blanks. Let's remove all of these. All right, close. So playing around here is easier and makes it more simple. I guess this makes way more simple because here's a filter. If putting it here, you will be including in our rows. However, you can play along a lot around with this. However, let's look here. What do we see? We see here count of gender. The average of fruits is the highest value here. Well, fascinating. Well, we had the oldest one. We see now that the female of the younger generation has a very high fruit consumption a week, 5.5. Yes, this is based on 4 ladies who responded to this question. So let's put that in there. So we say 14 or 15, let's put in here, yeah, female, and I realize I'm putting here the V for victory, and that is because in my language it's of course we use female, we use in this letter for, so my apologies for my horrible mistake here, since I'm working with different languages, but of course, ignore that. Don't worry about that for now. So we see here female, 15 to 24. All right, that is 5.5. Next, we go here, and then we say here, let's select now the next one, and that is the male only. And let's close this, and then we say here, all right, what happened with the male? Whoa. Let's see, the count of age. All right. Sum of fruits. Oh, okay. Not that high. So the highest one is also the young one. Yeah, so that's really fascinating. We get the young one as well, because if we look here for female, oh, we need to add this and close it. They should have a button here. This button here is really ridiculous. But of course here, you see 5.5 surpasses our average here of the old ones. And that's really it, how to do it. So we got our answer now. And you can see what's the difference. So let's get all the numbers. It was the female was 5.5. 5 for the age bracket of 15 to 24. Male was also 15 to 24. The only thing is, let's look here back. We see a male 225 and female we see 5.5. 225. So basically it's more than double the amount of difference. However, this is really how you can use the pivot table to explore some of these crosstabs to find answers. The goal with a pivot table is to analyze and to see any kind of correlation in here. Very useful. So if you like tips and tricks regarding to Excel, check out the link below. In there we have a wonderful Excel course that goes more deeper in things in Excel. And if you have any questions, just post them in the comment below.